What's up, everybody? Scott DiGregorio here, your mortgage guy, coming in with another episode of Financial Chaos. It happened! We got the 50 bip rate cut, the 0.5% rate cut that we had been hoping for, that I had been predicting. I had mentioned this morning, 65% chance that that's what he was going to do. That's what was dead. But what I talked about this morning was that what wasn't important was what he did. What was important was what he said. And he said all the right things. So I'm going to keep this one short, okay? So the Federal Reserve cut the interest rate by 0.5%. Okay, now let me explain what that means, and then let me explain what this holds for the future, because they made some predictions. So number one, this does not mean that they are directly cutting mortgage rates, okay? Home equity lines of credit, they're going to go down. They're tied to prime. Car loans are going to go down. Credit cards are going to go down. That is a direct tit-for-tat type of thing where the Federal Reserve drops the rates 50 basis points. The interest rate on your home equity line of credit goes down 50 basis points, which is mortgage talk for 0.5%. So, but it's not directly impacting mortgages. Now, I have said for the last couple of years now that there is a definite relationship between inflation and the Federal Reserve and mortgage rates. Okay, so what the Fed rate cut means is that the economy is starting to show signs of weakness. The economy showing some signs of weakness, specifically in the employment and labor market, is actually good for mortgages. Okay, so when people are scared of mortgages or scared of the economy, they pull money typically out of stocks. They put them into mortgage-backed security bonds, and that's what actually lowers the interest rates. Now, if and when we get into a recession, the government will institute quantitative easing where they're buying mortgage-backed security bonds, artificially pushing down rates. But right now, it's just consumers. So this is the U.S. government telling people the economy's getting a little wishy-washy. So what that will lead to, historically, people pulling money out of stocks, putting them into the mortgage-backed security bond market, that's going to push down rates. So direct impact, no. Indirect impact, absolutely. And like I said, mortgage rates had been coming down the last few weeks in anticipation of this. This type of stuff is usually cooked into the market. Now, let's get to what the Fed's statement was. And then if you think about buying a house or you're a real estate agent, stay into the end of this, because I'm going to tie this into another prediction. But what he said was that they anticipate another 50 basis point cut, another 0.5% before the end of this year, so i.e. November meeting, which, by the way, a couple days after the election, probably not a coincidence. Anyway, and then they anticipated another full percentage point drop next year. So we had half a point cut today, another 0.5 point cut in November, and then another full point cut next year is what the current predictions are. Now, when we start talking out, 18 months and 15 months, like a lot of economic data could influence it. But that's what he said today. So what does this mean if you're a real estate agent? What if this means if you are a potential buyer? Well, let's talk about it from a real estate agent standpoint first. What this means is people are going to start to feel more comfortable getting off the fence. I spoke to 3 people today now that have been on the fence for a while and have now come off the fence because today is Fed Day. So there are a lot of people out there that have been waiting for an excuse from an interest rate standpoint to actually pull the trigger and get in their house or out of their house or both or whatever. So if you're a real estate agent watching this, you should do what I'm doing. Call through all your past clients, touch base with them. With the way interest rates have come down, people have more buying power. So let me pivot over to, if you're a potential buyer in this market, what does this mean to you? Well, that's what this means. This means that you have more buying power, okay? Again, it's indirectly, but regardless, in October of last year, rates were being locked at 7.5%, 8%. Now, you get rates in the mid-5s to mid-6s. I mean, it's a significant reduction. So what does this mean for most people? For most people, this equates to anywhere between a $50,000 to $90,000 increase in buying power without moving their payment to dollar. Again, you could increase the price range you're looking at anywhere from $50,000 to $90,000. Obviously, bigger price points have a bigger spread. Anywhere from $50,000 to $90,000 for most people, not everybody, but for most people, without moving your payment to dollar. This is a significant event. And as far as a prediction for the future, look, I've been saying all along, and I know I'm going to be historically correct on this again, as rates come down, the pent-up demand that is unequivocal will start to pop, and the market should get very, very hot. Let's break down this pent-up demand. BlackRock did a study. If interest rates drop just 1%, 5 million people who don't qualify for a mortgage today will qualify for one at that point. Now, that happened already. We're there. Last year, we sold 4.09 million homes, so a 5 million person increase in the buyer pool is doubling the market plus 25%. Guys, this is significant, but this is only one piece of the puzzle. According to the Pew Institute, 52% of adults aged 18 to 34 are still living at home. Okay, and a lot of them are living at home. Look, I have a daughter graduating college in a couple months. I don't know what she's going to do with her English degree to afford rent down in Southwest Florida. So that's interesting. Another thing that is a reality is how many people are moving here. So how many people are looking to relocate to Florida? Lee, Collier, Charlotte County, three of the fastest growing counties in America. So how many people are going to move here that aren't comfortable yesterday and they are comfortable today? Because keep in mind, I said that the Fed cut has no direct impact on mortgage rates, but most consumers don't know that. What most consumers think is that's what the rates are. So we are in the start of probably a very good run in the real estate market. So whether you're thinking about selling or buying, you're a real estate agent in the mortgage industry, I think this is going to be a really good time. I'm already working on 5 or 6 refinances. By the way, if you're trapped in your higher rate and you're looking for some options, maybe some debt consolidation, give me a call. Maybe your escrow account got messed up because taxes or insurance jumped after the hurricane, whatever. But I think there's a lot of opportunity for people to start to refinance, for buyers to get off the fence. I think it's just overall really good. Thank you, Ray. So that is what I got for you. Look, there's going to be a lot more information to come. I'm going to put up a higher volume of these videos so I can start to declutter the noise. I guarantee you the news tomorrow morning will be filled with news, and tonight with news outlets talking about how the Fed lowered mortgage rates. That's nonsense. They don't know what they're talking about. It's not how it works. So, guys, that is what I got for you. I'm Scott DiGregorio, your mortgage guy. I'll see you on the next episode of Financial Chaos.